Speed has always been the ultimate language of human ambition. From the first crude engines to the cutting-edge hypercars of today, every decade has pushed the boundaries of what was once thought impossible. But today, we aren't talking about fast cars. We aren't talking about performance cars. We are stepping into a different universe entirely, a universe built by engineers obsessed with braking physics, designers obsessed with pushing shapes through the air, and brands determined to leave their names etched into the history of speed forever. This is the world of machines that don't drive, they attack the horizon. Machines so powerful, so violent, and so unbelievably quick that the moment you press the accelerator, you no longer feel like a driver, you feel like a missile operator. And today, we are counting down the 10 fastest cars humanity has ever created, cars that shattered limits, rewrote records, and pushed the human body, and science itself, to the edge. It begins with cars that casually cross 400 kilometers per hour, a speed that even fighter jets once struggled with. At these speeds, everything matters: aerodynamic drag, body shape, engine cooling, tire heat, even microscopic imperfections in the pavement. One wrong move, and physics ends the story instantly. But these cars don't fear the limit, they hunt it. We start with astonishing machines like the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport, the car that proved a production vehicle could surpass 430 kilometers per hour without exploding into pieces. It wasn't just a car, it was a technological earthquake that reset the entire industry. Its 1,200 horsepower quad-turbo W16 engine became a symbol of mechanical insanity, and for years, nothing could touch it. But human ambition didn't stop there. It never does. New challenges rose, sleeker, lighter, more aggressive. Koenigsegg arrived like a thunderstorm out of Sweden and said, "We can go faster." And they did. Cars like the Koenigsegg Agera RS destroyed everything in its path, flying past 447 kilometers per hour on a public road, becoming a modern legend and proving that one small team with extreme dedication could outperform giants. Then came the era of machines so powerful that speed itself seemed to bend around them. The Hennessey Venom GT blasted past expectations, using its long, low, snake-like body and massive twin-turbo V8 to rocket into the record books. It wasn't just fast, its acceleration felt like teleportation. Every gear shift felt like another punch through time. But as years passed, the arms race escalated. Like warriors chasing a myth, manufacturers kept pushing, kept building engines that sounded like controlled explosions, kept designing bodies shaped like liquid metal slicing through air. And then came the era of 480 kilometers per hour hyperweapons, cars so fast that every millimeter mattered, every degree of temperature mattered, every aerodynamic vortex mattered. The SSC tuatara appeared like a ghost from the future, sharp, hostile, and engineered entirely around one purpose: raw speed. The twin-turbo flat-plane V8 screamed to life, and the car accelerated like nothing before it. Whether or not you believe every number claimed, one thing is certain: this machine was built for extremes most cars could never survive. And we can't forget the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus, the first production car to break the magical 300-mile-per-hour barrier, flying past 490 kilometers per hour with the stability of a bullet fired from a railgun. Its elongated body, redesigned aerodynamics, and monstrous 1,600 horsepower engine turned it into a legend the moment it crossed that line. From here, the machines only get more terrifying. Cars designed not for roads, but for the absolute edge of automotive science. Cars that rely on active aerodynamics, aerospace-grade carbon fiber, and power levels once reserved for rockets. These machines flirt with half the speed of sound. They generate forces that compress your lungs, stretch your skin, and make the world around you blur into pure motion. The top of the list belongs to cars so extreme, their numbers almost don't feel real. The fastest hypercars ever built accelerate with a violence that defies logic. They don't climb to speed, they erupt into it. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour disappears in the blink of an eye. 0 to 200 happens before your brain can process it. And 0 to 500 kilometers per hour? Only a handful of machines in the entire history of humanity have even attempted to touch it. These cars represent the absolute peak of mechanical evolution. The greatest minds in engineering, aerodynamics, materials science, and performance tuning all converging to create machines that behave more like controlled explosions than automobiles. What makes them special isn't just the numbers. It's the obsession behind them. The sleepless nights, the endless simulations, the thousands of prototypes, the millions of dollars invested, all to chase a single, simple goal: to go faster than anyone before. Speed is not just a measurement. It's a story. A story of human courage, human risk, and human genius. These 10 machines are proof that limits are illusions, that boundaries are temporary, and that the desire to push forward is unstoppable. They represent a future where even 500 kilometers per hour won't be the limit, just another milestone waiting to be broken. And as technology shifts toward electric power, hybrid systems, and aerospace-inspired propulsion, the next generation of hypercars may not just break records, they may redefine what speed even means. Soon, numbers we once thought were impossible may become normal. Soon, the impossible may become the new starting point. Because in the end, speed is more than physics. It's emotion. It's adrenaline. It's the feeling of unlocking something humans were never supposed to reach. And as long as there are dreamers, visionaries, engineers, and creators, the quest for more speed will never end. The 10 fastest cars ever built are more than machines, they are monuments to human ambition. They prove that when we chase the horizon with enough passion, the horizon moves. And the story of speed keeps going. Forever. And the truth is, these engineering monsters didn't just break records, they reshaped the identity of the automotive world. They proved that creativity can overpower tradition, that small teams can challenge global giants, and that the pursuit of extreme performance will always spark innovation that eventually trickles down to everyday cars. Even the quietest family SUVs on the road today use aerodynamic tricks, cooling systems, lightweight materials, and engine technologies first born from the world of hypercars chasing impossible speeds. Every one of these machines carries a story. A story of engineers who refuse to listen to the word impossible. A story of test drivers who risk their lives at speeds where even the smallest mistake becomes catastrophic. A story of brands willing to pour millions into a single goal, building a car faster than anything that came before it. Because for them, breaking limits wasn't a choice. It was destiny. And now, we stand on the edge of a new era. The future of ultimate speed will be shaped by electrification, advanced battery cooling, next-gen aerodynamics, AI-controlled stability systems, solid-state components, and propulsion concepts that feel more like aerospace engineering than automotive design. Tomorrow's hypercars will not simply be fast, they will redefine speed itself in ways we can hardly imagine. One day, 500 kilometers per hour may no longer be a record, it may be a starting point. And the cars that achieve it may not roar, they may whisper. They may not burn fuel, they may channel energy in ways